I thanked President Museveni, Commander-in-Chief, for the quick action he has taken in the area. Situation is stabilizing now. And I told those people at the rally, this area has suffered so much from cycles of discipline, of violence. Rwenzururu movement, when it started, it was very popular. I was a young boy in the primary school. Popular, literally everybody supported it. After about like 7 years, it became terrorist. It was killing the people. They said they were underneath. They were fighting for. Very bad situation here became very bad. Some people don't know. Me, I lived that situation here. Our fathers were defending us when we were in the school. But that had come down. First, Obote II brought the Omusinga, the current king, down. The faction that remained, NRM brought it down. After that, we get Nalu. After that, we get ADF. There's structural things maybe we haven't done. This cycle of violence cannot push development. We should be given very high marks, we the leaders in this area, that despite these cycles of violence, you can see visible development. Just imagine if there was no these cycles of violence, where would we be? There are now hundreds and thousands of children in the university from this area. But I thank the president, as usual, his quick action, his concentration on this area. But the local people, we the local people, we must solve the structural issues which keep bringing these cycles of violence. We are the ones who have lived that situation. We know where that violence is coming from. If you have a society and it doesn't do things which encourage other positive things to happen, then you have a problem. Number one, lies in our society are almost like the order of doing things. Someone just builds up a lie, takes all over the place, and people think that's the truth. So they get misled. By the time they discover, they have lost a lot of time. We must tackle that problem. There is now very widespread belief in witchcraft. Amazing. In July 2014, 68 young people died in individual because someone went and said, I will give you medicine, go and attack barracks, no bullet will kill you, bring guns. And 68 young people died because of lies and belief in useless things like witchcraft. Because of lies, because of witchcraft, you got very surprising results politically. This place, particularly of Kasese, had never seen development. The amount of development we have seen in Kasese, knowing the base, the low base we have worked from, is unprecedented. We have roads deep into the mountain. We have electricity all over the place. I was talking to a friend of mine in Kampala. He lives around Gayaza in Kampala. They don't have tap water. It is here, here in my constituency. The word tap is like a Rukonzo word here. Pipe, even my mother knows what pipe is. Gayaza, very close in Gayaza, there is no water, it is here, all over the place. So here, there's been really a fundamental change in security, in physical development. Yes, we still have a lot of things to be done, but given where we were with these cycles of violence, so to hear that NRM doesn't get an MP is amazing just because of lies and this witchcraft. Supporting the cultural institution, it's true that initially I didn't support, but I saw neither we who didn't support, those were not moving. Instead, anger was building on both sides. And my fellow leaders in Kampala were not very clear which way. Some of them thought I was just fighting for my own power. So I said, no, that's compromise. And honestly, I've been supporting the Businga. There is no single MP who has made personal contributions and sacrifice to that institution like me. Nothing. You can go and see the records. At one occasion of anniversary, I paid my own money, 10 million. There is no MP who has ever paid that type of money. But the problem with people is that they just hang on the cultural institution to get votes. So if they are not with Kiyonga, then Kiyonga must find a way of damaging Kiyonga's name so that they keep hanging. For me, I never get any vote because of cultural institution. Never. Yeah. Nothing. So, but there are those who will not get vote unless they are hanging behind the cultural institution. For me, I'm a revolutionary. I didn't come here by cultural institution. I joined politics in 1980, 2 years after my university degree in medicine, not social science, in medicine, because I had seen the suffering of the people. I wanted to help them. I won 1980. I refused to go to parliament to be MP. People want to be MP. I refused. Nobody asked me not to go. Myself, I decided that this is not the right path. The help I want to give my people cannot come through this. So, for me, I'm not here to beg for votes from a cultural institution. Never. Not even a religion. Myself, I go to the people myself. My name is Kiyonga. I can help you to do this. Finish. But these who are hanging, how could the violence which killed 68 children in Rwenzururu be explained by Kiyonga not supporting it? 68 children in July 2014. We went and tried to sort out that issue. People trying to attack army police. How is that Kiyonga? So those are still elements. They think that when they say that, then they will get more favor from the cultural institution. Then they will be elected, and they are living in flurry. You cannot sustain political power by this type of opportunism. It's a matter of time you'll get thrown away. And nobody, even if I die now, the current leaders, nobody will get the standard I have reached in terms of performance and leadership in this area and in the country. That I'm certain. Because I've come along principled lines of sacrifice, lines of patriotism. And that's what drives me. If you see something repeating itself, almost in a similar way, there must be a base from which it is arising. So what you see in Rwenzururu, what you see in Hima, what you see in Huira, what you saw in 2014, all these are structural issues we haven't sorted out. Because we wrote, I was in the Constituent Assembly, so I take part of the blame. We wrote in the Constitution that you can have a cultural institution or kingdom, whatever you call it, if you had to bring it back, or even if you didn't have, you can. That's what we wrote. Very easy to write. But I think at that time, we didn't see the full implications of that. It needs preparing for. Because if you take the issue of Nibundibujo, you have two main ethnic groups, the Bamba and the Bakonzo. The Bamba did not demand initially for a cultural institution in the form in which we are creating them. The Bakonzo asked. That's where we're having the debate. So eventually, because the Bakonzo asked, the government accepted. This started a chain reaction. So the Basongora, they say we want. The Banyamindi, we want. The Bamba, they want. You see? Coming from that base, everybody was quiet. That base came up. So the Bakonzo in Bwamba, they ascribe to the Bakonzo kingdom, the Rwenzururu. But somehow they feel insecure in Bwamba, so they want to use the king of Rwenzururu to keep imposing themselves that we are here, our king is here. Then the Bamba see this as if, because of the confusion, a cultural institution, are you having a territorial claim, or it's just culture, wherever the people are? We in the state have not made that clear. So you get that, that confusion. Then they all start building up militias in the name of royal guards. The Kabaka has a huge population who pay allegiance to him. I've never seen militias of the Kabaka in Buganda. I've not seen. But here, all over the place. You see? Then another one also reacts, tries to build. So what you are seeing in Bundubujo, what you are seeing in Kasese, they are all connected. They are all from that base of these cultural institutions and how we have handled them. There is no doubt. But now, I'm sure we will sort out these mistakes and straighten things. So, when you hear post-violence, those post-violence eruptions are just sparks. A spark. You already have paraffin, you bring kibiriti. If you bring kibiriti, there is no paraffin, there is no fire. Finished. So that's post-election violence, that's nonsense. It is nothing like, these are sparks because they are sitting on a structural problem, which we have to sort out.